Now, there are some signs that the alcohol industry itself is finally waking up and listening, such as the set of principles adopted by Bean Global Spirits for Drink Smart campaign, and hailed, by the way, by the Center on Alcohol and Marketing to Youth. But are they actually following these, or will they continue to follow these? I'm skeptical because of the history. History has shown that standards are not synonymous with actual practice. But public pressure seems to be working. As communities and governments, we need to take steps to keep a vigilant watch on industry marketing practices. Organizations like the Ad Council are producing public service videos and taking other steps to offset the billions of dollars being spent. When the ad I showed you earlier of the 6-year-old holding a cup next to the big bottle of booze right there at the bar was brought to the attention of the publisher by my office, we received a nice letter back indicating they would be more diligent about monitoring ad content for such things in the future. Now, I don't necessarily think it was the power of my office that did it. It was just the fact that someone took the time to point out offensive content and the reasons why. So I would encourage each and every one of you, if you see something that inappropriately promotes alcohol to kids, to make your feelings known. It can make a difference. Now, by attending this meeting, you're taking a giant step just by participating in the discussion. Groups like the Sheldon SAD Club and Mason County Drug Abuse Prevention are doing some great work through their outreach to their peers in our schools and the community as a whole. In Washington State, we have the Coalition to Reduce Underage Drinking, a network of state agencies and organizations that is working hard to address the problem of underage drinking through a host of public education efforts like the Start Talking Now website and local community efforts. A quick internet search will yield dozens of resource sites such as starttalkingnow.org. If you call my office, we'll be happy to point you to many resources as well and to our many community coalitions. Research shows that family involvement and having a mentor is extremely helpful to kids living positive lives. Of course, we know very well that there are many young people who do not have someone in their lives as a role model or that they can confide in or go to for help, support, or advice. There are numerous organizations that exist to provide mentorship and role models and positive peer relations and help kids make positive choices. Shelton High School and Oakland-based SAD groups are certainly a great example. In fact, I was extremely proud to award, as I do every year, I award the Distinguished Exemplary Substance Abuse Awards to organizations all over the state of Washington. I go to Yakima or wherever they have it every year. And a year and a half ago, I was extremely proud to award that to Jerry Apple and the kids here at SAD. He's, by the way, Jerry is all about getting our young people involved in positive activities here in Mason County. He's been doing it for a long time. Thank you very much. And congratulations, by the way, to the group and to the work that you did with them. The Center for, I'm convinced that involvement in youth organizations is a key component of the whole prevention piece. The Center for Alcohol Marketing and Youth makes this point, and again I quote, "It won't be experts in some faraway place who will keep alcohol out of the hands of kids. It will be the person sitting in your chair." And I agree with that, but I would add that that goes for drugs, tobacco, anything like that. Provide the help and support base for so many who do not have someone in their lives to help and guide them, and we can help them avoid getting involved in any of this stuff. There's one fact that has not changed since 1950. The key to the success of a child is for someone to be actively and meaningfully involved in their lives. Research even shows the more times that families sit and have dinner together, the less chance of their child being involved in negative behavior. Not making it up, it's actual research that they know is a fact. It's important that we keep young people involved in something positive: sports, music, woodworking, writing, any of the things that you see on the screen, something that they can be involved in. Get them involved in an organization, some kind of organization like the SAD group. Kids with a lot of negative factors in their lives have been followed for years. The ones that have been successful in the face of diversity were analyzed to determine what were the common denominators that they had that could explain their success while all these other kids with negative things in their lives failed. What were the common denominators with the kids that did well? Well, three that I like to point out the most are they had care and support of at least one person. I think we call that mentoring. And it doesn't have to be every day. It could be once a week. but they had somebody in their lives that showed them that they cared and supported them. That was one. The other one, high expectations. All these kids, common denominators, they had people, they were given high expectations, and they did better. You can set the bar down here, and guess what you're going to get. You can set the bar up here, and guess what you're going to get. We should set the bar up, high expectations, and then give them a little boost to reach those expectations. The third point was the opportunity to contribute meaningfully to their social environment. That means doing something positive, getting involved in a positive organization like the SAD group, for instance. But there's a lot of other things out there that young people could be involved in that are positive, whether it has to do with the environment, whether it has to do with helping the elderly, whether it's a food bank or whatever it is. There's things that we can get them involved in, and they'll feel better about themselves. And that helps them stay away from these negative factors. But it's been clear to me in working for years with communities is that these factors aren't just a formula for kids, but for young adults, and for that matter, just about anybody. Having someone around that cares and being involved in positive activities and causes is the formula for keeping just about anybody from heading down the path of self-destruction. But all the selfish efforts to steal the hearts and minds and bodies and souls of our kids, we need to use every tool available to us to help our kids succeed against enormous odds. But we don't have to give our young people up to those who would use them just for the profit in it, because they're far more valuable than that. Now, I suspect that the information you receive here tonight will provide you with some idea of why that you or your friends or your family, these young kids in our schools, have had incredible pressure to use drugs, because it's no accident. It's no accident. So thank you for listening to me, but more importantly, thank you for all that you do for our community. Thanks a lot.